Hey, I'm Sion, an American living in Kazakhstan, and this is These Are My People. Each episode, I sit down with one friend to talk about where they want to be 10 years from now, what drives them, and the plans they're making to get there. We'll also dive into one interesting topic. These are ordinary people with ordinary dreams. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to These Are My People. Today, I've got Toka back again. If you remember her, last time we talked about friendship. Yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Talked about friendship. So
we were lying.
It's been about 6 weeks since I've had her on, and I wanted to have her on again today. So Toka, welcome. What have you been doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping as usual, yeah? Not surprised. And you are Kidala, right?
Yes,
as usual.
I had my beauty sleep, and I am a Kidala. She had my best friend. She's my best friend, and she had her wedding. And guess what? I was like,
guess who didn't come? Kidala. Kidala in Russian is someone who, like, how would you say? Someone who abandons you. You're an abandoner. There we go.
I say it all the time to my circle. If you need me, just call me. I will always be there. 48 missed calls. But you can rely on me. No, easily, no problem.
Rely on you to not come, right?
Yeah, I'm an art person, artistic. For us, it's normal to be to say something like. So
Toka, to start us off today, I have a question for you. Okay, let's see if you can guess the answer. All right?
Okay. I didn't actually prepare this time.
She doesn't know what we're talking about. As usual, I don't like to give the topics ahead of time. So, UCLA, it's a university in America. They did some research, and they asked kids what they rank, what they think is the highest number one value.
I'm so bad at these things.
No, it's okay. It's just for interest.
You want to humiliate me. You just want a revenge for your wedding, yes? She just like...
So what do you think? Kids said the number one value in life of a person is what?
Money.
Money? Hey, it's not money.
It's not money?
Uh-uh.
Family, probably.
Not family.
God.
Nope.
Family, God, me, friends, friendship, love of your life.
Money. Higher than kindness, higher than health, higher than community, higher than achievement.
Wow. Loyalty.
I'll give you a hint. We talked about this a lot today.
God.
No.
Religion.
No.
Friendship, love.
No, it does start with an F. The answer is fame.
Oh,
yeah,
fame. To be famous is the most.
To be famous. So that's what. Yeah, a university did a study. They asked kids what the highest value is. For me, I think that's sad that kids think it's more important than kindness, more important than community is fame.
Do you know why, Siam? I can open up your limitation.
Okay. Tell me.
Well, like one day I dream I'm gonna be famous 100%. Look at me, I'm so like Jewish. I'm beautiful. Okay, so Sian, ты знаешь, you know, I sometimes in Russian and English. So if you're famous, it means you have everything in your life. You can influence on people. People look at you. You can do whatever you want. You can travel. You love traveling, right? You love eating food.
But I can travel now, and I'm not famous.
You have no money to travel. You're like you always like complain. I want to travel.
Yeah, that's true. I do want to travel.
But if you're famous, you have money.
Okay, but if you're famous, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves. But if you're famous, you have to do you have a schedule about if you're a singer or a dancer. You have a schedule. You can't travel like you want. You can't do everything you want. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. For me, I see a lot of people on social media, and we'll talk a little bit about influencers on social media, but they're to have your whole life. You know, we talk in the past about how celebrities like musicians and actors, their whole life is in the public. Yeah. Right? Everybody knows their children. Everybody knows if they gain 5 pounds. Everybody knows everything about your life.
Great.
But now with social media, it's even worse than that. And not only that, you're posting your own detail of your own life every single day. I don't know. For me, it's not appealing. For you, it's appealing.
I mean, it's great.
think it's great?
Great, yeah.
Okay.
It means that they know everything about you. I lose pound, I have pound, and that's so great.
Yeah, but you tell everybody. Nobody needs to read it in the paparazzi because you will tell everybody if you lose a pound.
Yeah, I want to be famous more than anything else on this earth, because if you not only famous, rich.
Okay.
Money.
But let's, for the sake of today,
I can sell my soul. Do you know where I can sell my soul?
to Satan.
They have this contract, and you know you can be famous. Oh no, I'm a believer. I'm a Christian.
Yeah,
I count this thing.
But you can also be rich without being famous.
You think so?
Of course.
Well, I'm 30 years old and I'm not still rich. How are you gonna?
Well, you're
I'm
also
talented,
not
beautiful.
famous.
Well, a little bit. Only in my head, you know. I like. Oh.
I mean, my point just being that you don't have to be a celebrity or famous or well-known to have money.
It's not famous. It's not only about money. It's
Okay.
about like a good life. It's like you can afford to do whatever you want to do in life. For example, if you want to go there, you go there. People appreciate you. People respect you. You can do whatever you want. It's like open doors. But that's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
But if you could be really rich,
Yeah.
like an opportunity, money to do what you want, to travel, would you still want the fame as well?
It's like you know, it's like a purpose in life. Purpose. Before I die, you know, this it calls your English.
Bucket list?
Tell your people, bucket list. Yeah, I wanted to say that.
Sorry.
No, you. Bucket list in life. Yes. For example, before you die, you need to leave something significant in your life. Like to leave, people should read your stories. No, okay, but this calling is not for everyone. Sometimes you can clean dishes to be cowboy. Just get married and.
I mean, to have a life purpose, it's not only just to be well known. How is that significant? Just because a million people know your name, does that mean you did something important in this world? Think about, okay, give me the first famous person you know.
Jay Shetty.
And not Jay Sherry, give me a different famous person you know.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Okay, he's famous. If he died today, people would still know who he is,
Yeah.
right? But what has he done for the world?
He did music and he lifted up some spirits. But we don't know what kind of spirits. But I mean, when I don't have mood, to be honest, okay, no spirituality, not anything. But if you have no mood, if you have if you want to lift it up your spirit, you just sing songs like, oh, yo, no, you know, yes, bad things, and you just like, oh yeah, and you start dancing. He's great. I mean, I don't know where he's going after this life, death, I don't know, death, but here he did a lot of things. He's famous, he's rich.
But has he really lived a life
that he created?
Has he helped people? Has he made a significant impact on the world? I wouldn't say he has. Music, yeah, okay, he's made music. A lot of people like his music. But is the world a better place because of Chris Brown?
Yeah.
How?
In life, there are separate people, tribes, people, separate.
Okay.
Some people like you have different values. You love kindness, you like serving people.
Yeah.
Maybe he's serving, but in a different way.
But how? How has he helped
As
people?
I said earlier, he lifted up someone's spirit. He sings songs and you want to dance. It's raised up your mood. Maybe it's his serving. I mean, in his music, it's not like a love story. I mean, it's love story, but in a different love story way. You know, like I want this tonight. I want you this tonight. I want to be with
So you think that if we look at the world with Chris Brown, and if the world had no Chris Brown, there would be a difference? No.
Like that. Okay, like that.
What does this mean?
This mean. You see this one. Without him, it would be like that one.
Okay. So do
like
you?
Kitty. You see Kitty.
Yeah.
She's so fat.
Yeah.
You look at her and you enjoy her. She's very fat, you know, but she looks at me like you're fat too.
Okay. Thank you. What about your life? If you died today, and we looked at the world with Tugjan having lived, and if there was never any Tugjan, would there be a difference? I think there would be in some people's lives.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not famous.
Okay, let me explain. Some people, they have different circumstances in life.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Chris Brown, but
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't I wasn't born in America,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of opportunities,
Okay.
a lot of self-expression. I mean, I love my Kazakhstan. I still have. I'm thankful for who I am right now.
Yeah.
But I'm significant in my circle.
Okay.
I teach English.
Yeah.
A lot of people pass their test. I never know how I became teacher. It's just miracle. But I do my work. I do my work on this earth. Maybe not so many people know me, but the most important thing is like you have to be like useful. But also it depends on your values.
Yeah.
Some people like look at you say, hey, what are you talking about? I don't care about your values. I'm bad girl. I'm bad boy. And I don't care about you. I don't care about kindness. If you're famous, it doesn't mean I have to serve or give money.
Right.
Maybe it's not in his, in his mind or values, as I said. But we are friends. Why we are friends?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, the point and why I asked that was just to show that you don't have to be famous to live a meaningful life, right? Because I asked you, why do some people want to be famous? You said to make a difference in life.
Ah.
So my point was that, well, you don't have to be famous to do that. So why do people want to be famous? Okay, they want to be rich, okay, but you can be rich without being famous. I'm just curious. So 2 years ago, there was a study. You loved the Zoomers. We talked about Gen Z last time, the Zoomers, right?
I didn't say I like Zoomers. I said I know Zoomers. I work with Zoomers.
Okay.
Sorry, Zoomers.
Okay. So this research said that 1 in 4, so 25% of Zoomers, their dream, their career dream for their job is to be what do you think?
Famous.
How? In what way?
Instagram.
Yes.
Social media.
25% of Zoomers want to be a social media influencer, and that's their dream in life.
Yeah.
For me, I started asking myself why. Why do they want to be social media influencers? Do they think it's easy money?
No. It's even deeper. Okay. All right. Okay. It's because we are humans.
Yeah.
We all have this void inside us, you know?
Okay.
Like screaming, like this admiration. It's actually traumatic too. Trauma. Maybe lack of attention from the past in childhood. Maybe they didn't give them a lot. It's one of the options. I didn't say it's 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Second, it's like we're all humans and we're different, but we all have the same desires. I'm sure deep down inside you also want to be like not well known, maybe very famous, but you want to do your work. You want to
work,
accomplish something.
Accomplish, yeah.
Like as I know, you're a very purposeful person.
Yeah.
You don't like waste your time. Your work you do. So for Zoomers, it's like the best way. I think they just want to do it shortly. They want to be famous shortly. Yeah. They want everything here and right now. They think this is the best way for them to earn money quickly.
Yeah.
They don't want to, as we are millennials, suffer and sit from 9 to let's say 8 or sometimes 11 o'clock in the office and listen to Fuki Bossy, who is like so angry and you know. Less money.
Yeah, I think part of it is that people think it's very attainable. Kitty is sitting over there. People think that being a social media influencer is an easy way to make money. And I was wondering, okay, in our childhood, I would say that most of us in our childhood, maybe not seriously dream, but at least for a little bit, we think, oh, it'd be great to be an actor or an actress, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think almost, so maybe it's that we didn't have social media when we were little. Maybe now
we had TV.
We had TV, so we dreamt about being an actress. So maybe kids now, they watch more social media than they do TV, and that's why they dream about being a social media influencer. But so this is actually really sad to read. As I said, I was thinking, is it just because it's attainable that young people?
You don't want me to be famous?
We'll get to that. So only 5 to 10% of people who try to be social media influencers, which is millions maybe, 5 to 10% get only 1,000 followers. 1,000 followers is not that many.
Yeah.
Only 5 to 10%.
I have less than.
Less than 1% of social media people who are trying to be social media influencers, less than 1% get between 1 and 500,000 followers.
Ooh.
To get money to make a living, okay? To have enough money for social media to be your full-time job, it's only 4 to 5% of social media influencers. 4 or 5%. Only that many of social media influencers are able to make enough money from Instagram. So if you look at the numbers and you think about how many kids, right, 25% want to become social media influencers.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to make money that way.
It's not secret, you have different apps. Do you know what apps you can earn million tenge? You know, some people in Kazakhstan, it's true, survey shows that they quit their jobs.
Yeah, what survey? You can't just say survey shows without having research.
I'm just trying to be like you are yourself. Survey shows.
Except I actually have real research.
It's a real research.
Of course it's real.
You mean?
No, real research. Okay. But what about Kazakhstan?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But how many people on TikTok make enough money to quit their job?
A lot.
Only 4 to 5%.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you have to be, yes. God had to give you beauty, talents.
You don't have to be beautiful to make money from Instagram and TikTok.
Sometimes.
Maybe you're funny. Yeah, sometimes you're right.
Like me, you look at me, I'm beautiful, I'm very talented.
Do you make money on TikTok? No? Well,
because I'm scared, I'm pussy.
Hey, don't use that word on my podcast.
I'm sorry.
Okay, will be interesting how you respond. I'm not sure you'll answer how you really believe.
I know, this is revenge. You brought me here because you want a revenge for your wedding. Yes, that's 100% what she's doing right now. I swear, I didn't even know any answer. I didn't prepare no question.
You're not supposed to prepare. It's a conversation.
My English is like, I mean...
All right, let's see. Okay. So, fame. Does fame make people happier or lonelier?
Ooh. Okay, I'm leaving. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you so much. Jay Shetty. Really?
Yeah.
You want to ask me this question?
Of course.
Okay, I'm famous. I'm Angelina Jolie, and I know how to be famous right now.
Okay.
And she asked me this question because she knows that I can answer that. No, I'm not famous. I don't know what they're feeling.
No, I want you to answer what you think. I know you have an opinion, and I'm not sure you'll answer what you really think.
Okay. What's here? Whitney Houston. Huh? Whitney Houston. Hey, open door and I come and nobody's there. So probably they're lonely, most of them.
But anyways.
But if you're Chris Brown,
you think he's not he doesn't have some depression?
No. Well, not famous people also have depression. You know, it's better to have depression, famous depression.
You have a
it's
point
better
there.
to be famous and live in a luxury apartment and to have depression than to live in a garbage. Like somewhere like in a cheap rent house where a landlord any minute can call you and say, hey, can you please get out from this house? And in the winter, remember? In the winter, some people can call you and say, can you get out from here? So we're talking about famous. Yeah, it's better to be famous and have depression. They have no famous and have depression. If I have depression, I can go to Paris right away.
Let's imagine you. Okay. No, I don't like your answer already, but let's talk about you. If you become famous, would you be more or less lonely?
Less lonely.
Why? How?
Because I will have connections, open doors, people around me.
People around you doesn't make you less lonely.
I am lonely. I am no.
Yeah, but if you're famous, would you be more or less lonely?
Less. I will not think about it. I have schedule. I go to one place to another place. All right. Okay. I get what you. I get it. What you want to say. Okay. Before you become famous, you need to understand that loneliness does not exist. Loneliness, it's a trauma. It's a bad things. People need to be okay with themselves before start something. If you're lonely, you go to psychotherapist. You go to do something with that. Well, then it's sad news if you're lonely.
Okay.
I am lonely. I need to go to therapy.
In Kazakhstan, do you think that the expectations of famous people in Kazakhstan are different than the expectations of famous people from America, from Europe?
I know what you asked me, right? You're asking me, right?
Yeah, I'm asking Kitty.
Oh, Kitty, can you come here? You need to answer some questions. Пойдем. Тебе надо ответить на вопросы. You have to be famous. Помнишь? Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you want to be famous, Kitty? Do you want to be? This Kitty was walking there alone, and then look at she's fat now. She's so fat now. Okay. What was like your question?
Expectations of famous people from Kazakhstan, is it the same as expectations of famous people from the West, or it's different?
I should ask you this question. Okay, in Kazakhstan, actually it's strange how people become famous. Like, for example, some of them are lucky. They're not very talented, I'm sorry to say that. I mean, and they're talented, but they become famous.
Sure.
It's strange how. I mean, for example, what's his name? He's Dimash. You know Dimash?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he's so talented.
Yeah. He's amazingly talented.
He has great voice and everything. But you remember what he went through to become famous? No, people say Kazakhstan judges told him no.
Oh, okay.
Well, he left Kazakhstan and he was in China. He needed to do a long way to become famous. Long way to prove his talent. It's sad.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but if I remember about Dimash, he has more of a, like, you know, Korean famous guys have more of a feminine side to them. They can paint their nails.
Yeah.
They can wear makeup.
No, he's not like that.
He's not like that.
He's not like that. He became famous because of his strong voice. He looks like naturally. He looks like this Korean.
Yeah. So why did then the Kazakh judges deny him?
I think they have their own predictions. Like they have. I don't know. I don't know this answer. I'm sorry. I mean, judges.
My point being that I
maybe
think
because he's Kazakh. I don't know. Like
I don't know either.
People like they. For example, me. If I go to somewhere like I'm Asian, they don't understand I'm Kazakh or someone. I have a chance to become famous.
Okay.
If this country they don't have a
like prejudice against it.
Yeah, Asians.
I think that in America we're in the West, we're more open to girls don't have to be like this, guys don't have to be like this, right? For example, you can be artsy or you can be like a gym buff. It doesn't matter on your gender as far as like your style or something like this more. Whereas in Kazakhstan, men have to be like this. They have to be very manly, very, and women should be like this. And so maybe it's that if you want to be famous, society will not accept you as a famous person if you don't meet those standards. Like maybe I've heard people talk about 1980, what's the bands? The Kazakh boy band, 1982, 1991. So there's a boy band in Kazakhstan, 1991. Right? And some people say they don't like them. They're cool. They sing in Kazakh, a little bit in English. They have pretty good style. But some people don't like them because they're more like Korean bands because they dye their hair. they have different style, and people think it's a bit feminine, and so they say this is
I
not.
like it.
I like it too,
Mm.
but I think there's still some generation in Kazakhstan that doesn't want to accept it because they don't meet the standard. And so I'm not sure how much of that is still true in Kazakhstan, but I think at least the older generation, they still have a, like, we will not support you as your fan if you don't meet our standards. That's what I think.
Yeah. I just know that probably, if correct me if I'm wrong, but in America, maybe because I love that so much. I don't know why, I don't know how, maybe in my previous love, I'm kidding. I just love America. I love it so much. I don't know why, I just love it. No, how to say, maybe I know why. Is it true that in America people value your talents? Like your natural skills, they don't like care about your nationality or maybe
That's true.
They more care about your, what do you have, like what do you have to put on the table, like what is like your.
I think people don't care about your nationality or your background. That's true.
So in Kazakhstan it's a little bit different. If people can put it away and they can really appreciate talents from God, like your potential, then everything probably will be more and more because we have so many talented people in Kazakhstan. I would say so many, especially in Almaty. No, I'm not trying to spread. Yeah. Unfortunately, so many people here will die. Without fame. Fame.
Okay, one more main question. If you could have lots of influence, lots of money, lots of influence, but you are anonymous.
Maybe it's a sign I'm gonna be famous soon.
Nobody knows who you are. They don't know your face. They don't know the
I want everyone to know my face.
So you want to be known as Tokjan, your face, who you are. It's not about the power. It's not about the influence, the money. Then it's about people knowing your name.
Why did it means like I have fame or famous or infamous things?
Okay, let's say people know there's a famous Tokjan.
Yeah.
But they don't know that you're Tokjan. Maybe.
No, I want people to know me.
Okay.
Like real me.
Like let's say you become a famous singer on TikTok, but your face is not there. It's only your voice.
No.
You want your face there.
I think people who does that. People who do that, yeah, people who do that, they have a low self-esteem. Like you have to work on your self-esteem. For example, for me, I'm self-confident. I mean, I had issues in the past, but I'm working on it right now, and it's better if people see you and they know you. And if Tokjan, then Tokjan. I don't wanna, actually I want to change my name. It's in the future.
To Sion.
To God, I'm kidding. Goddess. Богиня.
I think in the end, fame comes down to, as you said, significance. People want to feel like their life is meaningful. Well,
life is a game, and if you everything on the same thing, if day by day you live and do nothing, have nobody, no schedule, then what's the reason? Life is a game.
Okay, I'll take that, but I think, again, my point is just that people are searching for purpose, they're searching for significance, but fame is not the only way to do that, and oftentimes, fame can be purposeful. Someone can use their fame to do great things. But oftentimes, and I think more often than not, fame is not actually significant. People who are famous don't do significant things with their fame. You can, but in my opinion, it's not more common to do purposeful things.
Well, then, I can't say you're wrong, because psychologists say don't say never, say you're wrong. But for me, I want to have my full life, and I wanna before I die, I will make sure that when I'll be 50 years old, I can sit in front of the ocean, smoke marijuana. I'm kidding. Just sit and to understand, like, I've done everything. like I'm okay right now. I don't need to run to do this and this. It's just something not give me peace. Something I didn't do, like like task is not accomplished.
Well, I hope you can achieve that without fame. I don't want
I'm
you to
gonna
be
be famous. I'm talented. I'm writing book right now, actually. But as you said, maybe I die and this book will be famous one day. Maybe we don't know about that. So
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
As we said earlier today, God doesn't give you things that He thinks are bad for you. So.
God, do you know God?
Yeah.
Well, I know 100% that in my circle people are good.
Yeah.
Yes, I choose only 2 people in my circle.
Okay. Well,
this is it.
That's it.
This is
it.
I want to be famous in its short video.
Yeah, that's it for today. So you'll have to come again next time. Tujan, thank you
only you invite me.
Thank you for being on the podcast today, guys. Thanks for watching.
Jay Shetty.
You can like, subscribe, helps me to grow my podcast, and see you guys next time.
Seance Shetty. The seance bites.